Welcome everyone. In this video, we will be starting with Mathematics Standard 7th. The very first chapter for us today is Geometrical Constructions. So before we begin the chapter, as you all can see on the screen, there is a quick revision of the angle bisector and perpendicular bisector of a line segment, which we have already studied in our previous standard. We will have a short recap of how to do it. So for angle bisector, we need to draw a straight line segment, that is one arm of the angle. After drawing one arm of the angle, we need to draw the second arm, just as shown on the screen. Once both the arms are drawn, I am going to take a drawing compass, place the pointed tip on the point and make arcs just as shown on the screen. Once both the arcs are made on the arms, I am going to place the compass again on the arcs and make two more arcs which intersect each other. Then we need to just darken up the point where these two arcs intersect and then draw a straight line just as shown. After drawing, we need to show the arrows and do not forget to label the diagram or the angle. We will always label the angle. Now the next thing is perpendicular bisector. So for a perpendicular bisector, we will draw a line segment first. After drawing a line segment, I am going to just darken up the endpoints of the line segment, label them X and Y, and then take a protractor. After taking a protractor, I am going to keep the pointed tip on one end point, take the measure more than half, and going to make an arc above and below the line segment. The same procedure will be repeated from the second end point also. We don't have to change the measure between the pencil and the pointed tip. The measure should be same, and then we will get these intersecting arcs just as shown on the figure. Just darken up the points where they intersect and then take a scale and draw a straight line. So this is how we draw a perpendicular bisector of a line segment. And then at the end, we are supposed to see that all the points are labeled. Perpendicular bisector means they make an angle of 90 degrees. Now we will study the property of the angle bisector of a triangle. So for this, here they have given an activity in our textbook. We are supposed to draw a triangle PQR. Once we draw the angle PQR, just now as we have studied the angle bisector and perpendicular bisector, we are going to use angle bisector here. We are going to bisect all the three angles of this triangle, that is angle Q, angle R and angle P, which we can see. Now when we see this, we see that the three bisector pass through the same point and they are concurrent. Now we are supposed to draw a perpendicular, and when we measure this perpendicular of all the three lengths, we see that they have the same measure. So this is the property of angle bisector of a triangle. Now we will see the property of perpendicular bisector of the sides of a triangle. So for this, we will again draw a triangle. Now here we have drawn acute angle triangle and a obtuse angle triangle. We have two triangles drawn. Here we are not going to bisect the angles. We are going to bisect the sides of the triangle. So after bisecting the sides, we will see that all the three lines meet at one point, that is point C, just as shown on the figure. Yes, and then we will find that the measure, when we measure the distance from this point, that is point C, to point Z, Y and X are same. That is CX, CY and CZ are same. So this is the property of perpendicular bisector of the sides of a triangle. Something more. This is the blue box given in the textbook. The angle bisector of a triangle are concurrent. Their point of concurrence is called the incenter and is shown by the letter I. Perpendicular bisector of the sides of a triangle are concurrent. Their point of concurrence is called the circumcenter and is shown by the letter C. Now these 2 points are very important, students. Please do not forget this. Just mark it important. Now we will begin with practice set 1. The first question. Draw line segments of the lengths given below and draw their perpendicular bisector. Whenever we draw any angle bisector or perpendicular bisector, we need to read the question very thoroughly. So in the first question we have asked to draw perpendicular bisector. So practice set 1. Question number 1. The first one. 5.3 centimeter. Now to draw the perpendicular bisector of this measure, I am going to take a scale and a pointed pencil. Now we have to start making a line from 0 to exactly 5.3 centimeters. Once the line is made, we are going to just draw the end points and label the line segment. Once the labeling is done, we are going to keep the pointed tip of our compass on one end point, make arc above the line segment and below the line segment, and the same procedure we will repeat from the second end point, that is point M. Make an arc above and below the line segment. Once the arcs are made, just darken up the points, take a scale and draw a straight line. Yes. So this is how we draw a perpendicular bisector. Do not forget to label the points. And even don't forget to write down the measure of the line segment. So this is our perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector always measures 90 degree. So this is our first sum. Now the second measure which they have mentioned in the textbook is 6.7 centimeter. So for this, again we will follow the same procedure. First we are going to draw a line segment of 6.7 centimeters, exactly 6.7 centimeters. Once we draw a straight line, we are going to mark the end points, darken up the end points, label them. Once we label, write down the measure before we forget. Take a drawing compass, put the pointed tip on one end point, take the measure more than half and draw an arc above and below the line segment. Similarly, now place the compass on the other end point and again draw an arc above and below the line segment. Now darken up the points where they intersect, where the two arcs intersect, and then finally draw a straight line passing through both the points. Draw an arrow and label them. So this is how we draw a perpendicular bisector. Now homework for y'all. Y'all are supposed to do 3 sums for homework. First is 3.8 centimeter, which is the third sum in our textbook, question number 1, 3. Then the second sum is 6.5 centimeter and 8.2 centimeter. So these 3 sums y'all are going to do for homework. Now we will begin with question number 2. Draw angles of the measures given below and draw their bisectors. Which means angle bisector. So the first one in question number 2 is 105 degrees. So to draw 105 degree, we all know how to draw an angle of the given measurement. In the same way, here also we are going to draw. We have to draw a baseline of any measure as they have not mentioned. After that, we are going to take a protractor and place it properly on the baseline. See, we have to see whether it is placed properly, and then we are going to mark 105 degree, which means it is an obtuse angle. After marking the angle, we are going to make a straight line passing through that mark. So this is our 105 degree angle. We are supposed to write down the measure and then label the angle. Labeling is very, very important, student. So please do not forget that. Once our labeling is done, again we are going to take a drawing compass and then make arcs on both the arms of this angle, as I am doing it in the video. In the same way, you all are also going to draw it in your maths notebook. Once the arcs are drawn, I am going to place the compass on that arc and make angle in between the arms just as shown. And you all are not going to move or change the measure of this drawing compass. It should be the same. See, darken up the point where the arc intersect and then take a scale and draw a straight line just as shown in the figure on the screen. Yes. And then finally, we have to check whether all the points are labeled. Let's check whether we have properly bisected the angle or no. Yes, we have done 105 degree. Yes, correct. So, this is a correct drawing. Now, the second sub question for question number 2 is 55 degrees. So for 55 degrees, again we are going to follow the same procedure. We are going to draw a baseline of any measure because they have not mentioned any length for us. So I am going to draw a baseline. After that, I am going to place the protractor very carefully on this line segment and then measure 55 degree. Come on students, 55 degree is an acute angle or obtuse angle? I hope all of you all know it. It is an acute angle. Yes. So after marking the 55 degree on the protractor, we are going to make the proper angle and write down there 55 degrees. And then again we are going to follow the same procedure. Put the pointed tip and then draw arcs on both the arms. Do not change the measure of this compass. It should be same. The same way you all are going to draw it in your book also. No changing the measure. And where these two arcs intersect, you all are going to darken up that point and then draw a straight line, just as I am doing it. So once this straight line is made, we need to check whether we have drawn the arrows and whether we have labeled all the points. Labeling is very important. So this is how we make an angle bisector. Once again we will check whether we have done it correctly or no. So for 55 degree, yes, it is absolutely correct. So this was our second sum. Now again we have a little bit of homework, as we have 3 sums in our textbook. So the third sum, that is 90 degree, will be for your homework, and more 2 sums, that is 110 degrees and 50 degrees. So in all 3 sums you will have to do for your homework. That's it for this video, students. We will continue with the next sums in the next video. Thank you.